Welcome back to Herbal Bunny's Pharmacy, where we talk about how to use nature's pharmacy instead of big pharma. If you're in your late 30s or in your 40s and you've suddenly started feeling anxious, restless, emotional, or even experiencing panic attacks, but you're not sure why, this video is for you. What you think may just be anxiety, but it may actually be perimenopause. More accurately, anxiety caused by hormone fluctuations that occur during perimenopause. Let's break down what's really going on and why is this so overlooked and what can we do to make ourselves feel better in a more natural way. Menopause versus anxiety. What are the symptoms? So I'm going to compare the symptoms of perimenopause and anxiety side by side, and we're going to see what overlaps. Common symptoms of anxiety are racing heart rate or palpitations, shortness of breath, panic attacks, feeling very overwhelmed, having insomnia or trouble sleeping or waking up in the middle of the night, constant fear and worrying, muscle tension, brain fog, and irritability. Common perimenopausal symptoms include hot flashes or night sweats, mood swings, fatigue, anxiety, restlessness, trouble falling asleep or staying asleep or waking up in the middle of the night, having brain fog, irregular periods, and irritability. We don't want to forget the racing heart and the heart palpitations, sudden crying spells, and sensitivity to noise and other stimulations. If you're seeing some of these being an overlap, then it's not in your head, it's your hormones. So why do perimenopause and anxiety feel similar? If we take a look at perimenopause, it is this transition phase between being normal and being in actual menopause. This is when our hormone levels take a natural dip, especially progesterone and estrogen, and they start to fluctuate wildly. When estrogen drops, so does our serotonin and our dopamine. This is our feel-good brain hormones. And when the estrogen dips, so does our mood, and anxiety can spike. You can see low progesterone. Progesterone is our calming and soothing hormone. It's kind of like nature's little anti-anxiety med. So during perimenopause, our progesterone production becomes erratic, and less progesterone means more anxiety, more sleepless nights, and more that inner chaos. Start to see adrenal overload. Your body may be compensating with cortisol, your stress hormone, and the result is that you feel more like in your fight or flight mode. Sleep deprivation, so you're not getting enough sleep because you're waking up in the middle of the night, or you're having insomnia. So when your hormones dip, it can wreak havoc on your sleep. You'll get lack of sleep, and this fuels anxiety. Then we take a nice ride on the hormonal roller coaster. Yay. Of course, we won't feel like ourselves anymore, neither physically, mentally, or emotionally. So you may be asking yourself, why is this connection so overlooked? Unfortunately, most doctors are not trained to separate mental health with hormonal health. So instead of them saying, hey, your hormones might be changing, they prescribe you antidepressant or an anti-anxiety. And this, of course, leaves the root cause completely untreated. And we as women, we start to feel more confused, we're misdiagnosed, and often we're just kind of dismissed. We need and we deserve the truth, and we need answers. And the truth is, if you're over 35 and you're having anxiety, it may just very well be hormonal. Thankfully, we don't have to suffer through this, and there's some other things that we can do that are more natural to help to soothe this anxiety and to balance out our hormones. Let's talk about how we can support our progesterone naturally. I like the herb called Vitex, which is also known as chasteberry, to support progesterone production. We need to make sure we're getting enough vitamin B6. I talked about this in a previous video, but making sure that we're taking B6 with magnesium, whole foods, and healthy fats like nuts and seeds, avocados. Make sure that we're supporting our nervous system by using some herbs that are adaptogenic, such as ashwagandha, rhodiola, and holy basil. Some meditation and journaling and walking and stretching and just taking time for ourselves will also help to balance out our nervous system. If you're going to choose a magnesium supplement, I recommend magnesium glycinate. You can also take L-theanine. That can be calming to help you with any sleep disturbances that you may have, because sleep is very, very important. It's actually non-negotiable. So we want to limit our screen time 30 minutes before bed, get rid of the blue light. We want to maybe read a book, do some meditation at that time, do some journaling at that time. Or we can drink some tea, like chamomile tea or lemon balm, to help relax the nervous system so that we can get our 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Balancing out our estrogen is beneficial by eating cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, and cabbage. Avoid those fake estrogens that are in plastics and our skincare products, household products, things like that. Or you can take a supplement called DIM that's also found in cruciferous vegetables. You should know that you're not alone. There are so many women. I did not realize how many women were actually struggling with anxiety and perimenopause until I was going through it myself and just started making videos, and everybody's like with all these comments. I'm like, wow, this is so insane. But you're not crazy. You're not broken, and you're not failing. You're just going through this profound shift in life, and there is a way of helping to balance yourself out naturally. We want to make sure we're taking out processed foods. We want to make sure we're eating organic, doing exercise, getting enough sleep, and all the other things that I have mentioned. Perimenopause and anxiety often walk hand in hand, but you can separate them and address the root cause, and that is your hormones. So by just supporting yourself and taking time for yourself and not just being swept under the rug when you go to the doctor, you tell them, say, no, I know something is wrong. You can get it tested. But these are just some of the things that you can do naturally to help yourself while you're trying to get your doctor to get you tested, just so you can see where they're at. And then maybe in 6 months, because you want to give this time. It's not going to be just an overnight thing. You want to make sure you're giving this at least 6 to 8 months before you start saying, hey, maybe we'll just try a different route and go to something synthetic. But listen to your body. Your body's always trying to tell you something. All these symptoms are things that's going on that your body's trying to tell you. So anyway, knowledge is power. Listen to your body and don't give up hope. And you're not alone. All right, you guys, if this is the content that you guys enjoy, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me out if you guys leave a comment by sharing the video. And I will see you guys in another video. So have a great week. Bye.